pretty soon afterwards, Thomas actually finally did depart the Bison. And when did you first hear of his departure from Basingstoke?
Well, I guess I can't even remember what happened. So many events happened this year, but I think yeah, I guess we hadn't seen him. I guess where he'll say he was going to come down this week or whatever and be here this day, and never showed up. And then we get the rumors going around that we were going to fold and stuff, and then I think I honestly can't even remember, but he just pretty much disappeared off from coming to the rink and stuff.
Were you frustrated with him because of this?
Yeah, well, obviously, you expect the guy to fulfill obligations and stuff and standard requirements that any semi-professional or whatever you want to call it, semi-professional organization is supposed to have, and he definitely didn't fulfill those obligations, and it's frustrating as a player, and just as a person, you're just not being. Yeah. Not being professional at all. So.
We mentioned before about the deja vu season. Were you just feeling it all over again?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely the case right there. So, I guess things were probably a little worse last year, like for financially kind of thing. But we only got like a week and a bit behind our wages, whereas last year was a month. So, but it's just sort of like home. I was like, oh geez, here we go again, another tumultuous time here.
I mean, obviously, the big talking point many of the fans talk about is the housing situation that the players went through. I mean, how many times did you actually move this year, or can you not? Have you not got enough fingers?
I think I moved 3 times this year, but I think some of the guys moved both 4 or 5. But yeah, and that's another thing, to get eviction notices and stuff in the mail, and just people we're supposed to be paying this, and everything's in our name, which it shouldn't be, and all that stuff, and this whole bunch of stuff like that, and to get those letters and threatening letters and stuff like that, it's obviously gonna.
Were you doubting playing in this country at that point, or were you pondering a return home?
To be honest, no. I was sticking it out. I can see other guys. The other guys obviously have rights to leave, but I'm committed to my university right now. So that was my big thing, and I was going to be here through thick or thin.
Well, Planet Ice took over the ownership of the team. What cuts were made to your budget when you were in charge? Were you told that you're going to have to lose some players, or were you told no, it's going to run as it is?
Yeah, well, definitely when they first came in, there was definitely the talk of cutting costs, and that's I guess in any business or whatever, it's it's reality. Yeah, but no, to be honest though, like besides with a few off-ice issues and stuff, they gave us the sticks and stuff we needed and stuff like that. So they definitely did well as far as that front. Yeah.
Well, it didn't affect you much as players. As you said earlier, you had this 50-50 period where you're winning 10 games, losing 10 games. I mean, how did you drive the team on throughout all this turmoil that was going on in the team? How did you keep them playing at this level?
Well, that's a good question. I guess a lot has to do with, I guess a few individuals. I said before, me to contradict myself, that one player doesn't make a team, but Kevin Ryder's just that he definitely, used as a brick wall back there for us, and when you have a netminder like him, it just gives your team confidence, right? And you can play any kind of system you want or stuff, but if you have that guy, it gives everyone that much more confidence that he makes a big save. So when he makes a big save, we're not down 1 or 2-0 before we get our opportunities. So
well, is that? I mean, obviously another turning point for the Bison season was Kevin's injury against Edinburgh over Christmas. I mean, big blow for the team. How much does it affect a team when you lose a key pin like that?
That's definitely the turning point of the season, and just that's probably where the snowball was just picking up maximum velocity right there. It just went terribly. We didn't win a game. We hadn't won a game since that night. So that's definitely. I don't even want to go into the actual number of how many losses it was, but. Yeah, it was obviously, it's proven fact that that was the downfall of our season.
Well, while guys like Kevin stayed, obviously more players did drift away from the club. Obviously, Curtis Patrick, Goulet, Miller, White, Richardson. I'm running out of fingers here. Were you disappointed in their departures at all as coach? Did you take it personally, or did you just feel it was?
Yeah, I definitely didn't take it personally. I know, I'm friends with all those guys, and they came up to me and explained why the reason. I definitely didn't take it personal that they're leaving. I understand the circumstances, and a lot of those guys got mistreated and stuff like that when they got mistreated, or, they had better offers or better opportunities, and they want to. And it's just like Shanker or Aldi leaving. They want to you want to have a secure job, and security was definitely on their minds.
Well, obviously players were brought in to replace them. I mean, Warren Tate, Pospisil, Nietzsche, Leclerc, Mocek, Olenek. I mean, it's such a turnover of players.
Yeah.
Were you frustrated with the quality of replacements that you were receiving as a coach?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yes and no. Like, it's just you get. Well, no, I guess not frustrated, but you as a coach, you're supposed to gel the team together. Everyone's supposed to be working as a team, and I think maybe that was probably one of our problems this year. We were too individualistic. I think I guess we could have. I don't know. I would have liked to have had a few more. I want to say North American imports, but it's that's. It wasn't in budget.
Is it more of a higher quality import? As in the guy that's played the American Hockey League, guy that's played the East Coast Hockey League, rather than a different style in.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not knocking anyone that we brought in, and yeah, it's definitely because when you see the other guys that other teams have and stuff, and compare them to other teams, it's night and day kind of thing.
So, what was the most frustrating thing for you as the coach this year? What has been? Is it been the losing streak? Has it been the turnover of players? Or has it been something that's personally happened to you? Is it?
No, I think it's just the overall our team's not too competent. We don't. I think our mental focus on the ice, and guys just making mistakes again and again that we. You tell them don't do that, just don't do it, and it just happens again and again, and that's the thing. I don't have the power. We didn't have the power to release guys and bring new guys in, kind of thing. So because it just wasn't feasible. So
did it frustrate you not having that power to sort of release? If a player you felt was not giving his all for the team, were you frustrated that you couldn't just release them you had to stick with them?
Yeah, that's definitely it, and. We had the opportunity maybe to let a few guys go, but we just couldn't because there wasn't any replacements available, kind of thing. And that's where we got stuck.
So did you feel you were respected as a coach by all the players on the team?
I don't know. Probably not as much as I would like some of them to have, but that's what it is. I'm a young guy. I go from being one of the boys to trying to be the boss, kind of thing, and. You're definitely going to have the conflicts and all that stuff. So probably most of the guys will all say they did well and they respected me, but there's always going to be a few.
Well, exactly. I mean, one of the big things that makes up Basingstoke and any other ice hockey clubs, obviously internet forums. Do you personally go on them yourself, or do you read what they say?
No, I definitely don't. So I'm sure they're getting slagged off pretty good there. So
yeah, does it frustrate you as a coach though, and obviously as a player yourself? Obviously you can read your own criticism, but when you're a coach of a group of players, does it frustrate you to read criticisms, rumours, allegations that what your players are doing? And
I think to be honest, in my honesty, I think those forums are a joke. I really people write on there why? I don't know. It's just there for their entertainment, I guess, more than anything. It's most of the stuff is rumors. Guys go drinking, whatever, stuff like that. And this guy is terrible. I don't feel there's a need for it, and it's just keeps people entertained. I think it's cheap entertainment.
So is there any truth in these rumours that we're hearing about players were drinking at games on nights before games, go out after games getting slozzled and then turning up and not giving their all the next day? To
be honest, I don't know, but I could see it happening. So the guys, right. But I don't know for sure, and that's the thing. Those problems, I guess they're going to be on any team, right? I think everyone does it. We're not kidding ourselves. We're not the only team that guys go out and drink before a game or something like that. So. Definitely happens everywhere in the league and most professional teams or most sports, in general.